Brat, brat. What's up? What's up, gamers? Let's get a game. Let me hear all the volume because I still don't know, and I've heard mixed things. So I'm gonna just check on my phone real quickly myself. Okay, my mic is way too low. Hold on, let me like. My microphone is basically in my mouth now, and I still think it's probably not going to sound so great. But that's what I get for not having, you know, just something simple. I don't need anything fancy. Let's hear how this sounds. I don't know. It's not too bad. I mean, I just moved this up to it's 0.0 dBs for my mic, so I hit the yellow barely. I don't know if I need to add more or something to it or what, but it's good enough for what it is. So let's just pause that music. Get that out of here. Alright, so we are going to do another wheel stream. So I've got, how many games do I have on here? I think I wrote it down. I've got like 227 games, I think, on this list. These are all of my Steam games. Some of them I've dumped hundreds of hours into. Some of them I've dumped maybe like a couple dozen hours into. And some I've had in my Steam library since 2015 and have never opened a single time. So this is going to be a way for me to try out different games that I would probably never play on my own. Just going to mess around for a little bit, just kind of wind down. It's like 8 o'clock my time, so I don't know. Maybe do this for like an hour and a half, hour or two. We'll see. Let's see what the first game is, though. Come on, no whammies, no whammies. And first game. Oh. Merchant. Okay. So this is a phone game, but it is on Steam. This isn't going to be very entertaining, I don't think. But let's switch over to here, and we can minimize that. I should have it installed though, but it is not. Even if I don't, it's not a heavy game to install. Yeah, but it's a phone game. It's an older phone game too, that I think it's had 3 spin-offs now. They had like an updated merchant, and then they had a space merchant, and then they just started the beta for like an updated, improved version that I was not digging too much. But the original's really fun. This is gonna be like, I'm gonna play this for like 5 or 10 minutes. Like, this is not, there's not much here. So let's capture this. It is a very fun game. I can't deny that. Get my model on top. This is probably very loud. Just gonna. I don't even think there's an option on here. Oh no, there is. Okay. Turn the music down to 10. Now it's probably too quiet, but that's what it is. We're gonna go here. That's probably okay. Actually, let me hear on the stream. Mute my mic. Alright, and then let's take this. And transform, fit to screen. So yeah, you can see that this is set up as a mobile game. There are these like match games that you can do to earn money in the game. So we'll keep these and get rid of those. And we'll keep these. So I got 2 pairs, so 90 gold. But the whole point of the game is you craft materials to craft weapons, to craft armor, to craft potions, enchant them all, and then you have heroes that you send off on quests who you give equipment to. The rogue in the back. You can choose positions for them. You can choose different abilities that they have. So this guy, we could actually set him up better. So his rotation is to do Sunder, and then just regular strikes. So we should do maybe one of those. An ambush. Maybe it doesn't let me do it? So I have 16 though. Oh, what just happened? Sunder. Now I have less AP? The music in this game is really good. Oh, I see. It's counting down. I have 0 AP left. Okay, so that's not going to work. Alright, and then I just send them off, and then you wait. You wait for them to come back. You don't see... There's no combat that you actually see. You have no interaction with anything that they do. But you start off with one hero, and you slowly can add additional ones of different classes. I tried to do, like, one of each class. And then it gets more and more expensive to hire more heroes. But yeah, this is just a micromanaging. Like, I gotta heal this guy, so we'll give him some healing. But it's a fun little game. And then you have a shop too. Like, there's so much in this. Like, this guy wants to buy this, so like you could reject his offer, or so he is gonna pay 667. And then I get some experience with him, which like increases like reputation gains. So I could ask for more money but get less XP, or I can give it at a discount and get more experience, which is usually what I do, because I mean I'd rather have reputation with all of these guys coming through here. That was at least my whole shtick when I played this. Is like I'd rather just undercut, and then these ones sell to you, so they'll sell at cheaper prices if your reputation is higher. Look at the forest crystal. So then it's the reverse. So I can pay more than he's offering to gain more experience, or I can haggle with him to get less but not get as much experience. So I always do that. I always pay more. The qualities do matter for some of the materials. This is my inventory. You do have to buy more spaces. Yeah, but like the microtransaction stuff in this is like mostly just cosmetic. I think it unlocks one class, which I might have somehow, by linking this on Steam with my phone, I scuffed the game and I unlocked all of the paid DLC for free. I don't know how I did that, but yeah, it's a good game. I didn't like the new one too much. I didn't play the space one that they had, but I'm sure it plays pretty close to this, just in space. But I mean, if you're looking for something to just kind of like dick around with on your phone, this is a great game. This is the default merchant you start with, actually. Yeah, that's the default theme that you get. But these are all like the cosmetics that you can unlock, with this being the most expensive, the Lich. And then there's also daily quests you can go on, fighting certain monsters, selling to certain customers, using potions or other items. Crafting is a big thing too, so it's like, okay, I need cloth so that I can make certain ingredients here. Well, if I need spider silk, I better send out some guys to go kill spiders. It's all micromanaging stuff. I think when I started playing Jeweler, Enchanter, and Scribe weren't a thing. I guess I don't even have Scribe. Reach level 40 with any other crafting. So 32. So I'm 8 levels away in blacksmithing to get there. And I don't even know what Scribe is. I'm sure it's like making scrolls to do something. I have no idea, but it's a fun game. Um, and it's free on mobile, so definitely, definitely check out the game. It's called Merchant. Um, yeah. So that's the first game on the wheel. Let's go back to spin for hopefully a game that isn't just something small that'll take 5 minutes to showcase. So let's see. What do we got? What do we got? What do we got? Oh, is that Carrion? Yes, it is. This is a fun game. So this is a game that I should have installed. Yes. Window capture. Try that again. Carrion. Fit to screen. And I got the controls for this. Whoa. What happened? I moved and I lost my model. Hello, I'm so tiny. What just happened? I'm so small. Hello. How do I fix this? I'm so tiny. I don't know what has happened. Okay, I think I have to do recalibrate. No, this button. Oh. Why does it show that I'm freaking out? Oh, let me clean the lens. Oh. I'm gonna stay here. Alright. Carrion. Alright. Oh, this is gonna be louder. Hopefully that's good. Ugh. This talking, even for this short of a time, is killing me. Alright, so yeah, I haven't played in a few months. But we'll see where I left off. If this will refresh. Does this not want to refresh? Hold on. There we go. I think that's working now. It looks like it is. Alright, yeah. I'll get the... Alright, so... Let me remember how to play this. Alright, so this is like a Metroidvania game where you are the monster in this game, and you go around, and you are being researched by scientists, and, I know there's a button for grabbing. RB, okay. You were being researched by scientists, and... Can I not grab these? I must not be able to. Ooh. And now you're trying to kill them. And the more you kill, the more you, Oh, I'm hitting the wrong button. The more powers you get. Jeez. And then... Ooh, the more damage you take, the smaller you get. Which, being small, means that you're faster. But obviously weaker. And you get different powers. Like, now that I'm small, I've got, like, a web attack. So I'm gonna go heal. Because that was not smart. Oh, cool. I'm stuck here. I don't think my web is gonna do anything to this guy. Oh, I see. It rips off the top. Got the guy out. Okay. How do I eat? There we go. So I finish that area. So I eat the body. Alright. So now I can go that way, but I want to try to get back to that save point. There we go. That's a save and a full heal. So this, like, square right here, I need to be smaller, and then I can go through it. So you should be able to... There are certain areas you can leave your parts at, and then you become smaller and you can come back for it. But that's something I think I could go through if I'm smaller. Like this. Yeah, like I'm in water, so I can go through these areas. So, can't go to the right. Oop. Let's get this. Oop, did not mean to do that. Why can't I get that? I should be able to get... Oh, you know what? I have to get smaller. Because if I'm small, I can shoot the web. Okay, so it looks like I can go this way. This is our save spot. Have I been through here? It looks like I have. And we'll go this way. So that's where I came from. So I want to go through that middle platform. Oop. Not that way. We're going to go here. And then straight down. Alright. So you're trying to go to each section of this science base, which is on some planet, and you're just breaking through and getting into the other secured areas. Look, I don't think I can do anything here, because the arrows on that tube are pointing down. So I think I have to go back to this. Oh, wait, hold on. There was a switch there. So I need to probably just be smaller. Let's see. We can go down. Oh, off there, too. Let's see. We'll go to the right. Ooh. Okay, there's people walking around here, so I haven't been this way. Okay, that I need to go on the other side, and then I can push it. I think there's a map. I could be wrong. I don't like Metroidvanias that don't have maps. Which, there's one other game in my Steam library that had that as an issue. But they recently added a map to the game, which was very much needed. Did I go this way? Yeah, I did. So then I have to go down. But then I'm like forgetting something fundamental to this. Okay, I went here. Yeah, you can get electrocuted for something. Okay, so I got that core. If I go this way, it just takes me back here. So, I need to be smaller. I don't think I can shoot my arm through there. No, I can't. Okay, and then that shows you where, like, other spots are that you can go to. Wow, I am, like, very lost. Okay, I can't even grab onto any of that stuff. I mean, I have to go this way. So I'm missing something fundamentally. It has to be that I can still pull this lever. Nope, don't send me that way. I know it has to be the web, because I remember that being part of the... But to get there, I need to get smaller. But I can't get smaller without being in certain areas. And I can't go back because everything's closed. There has to be an exit I'm missing. Did I go this way? I did. And I've gone up, because that brings me back around. Well, this is riveting gameplay. I'm lost. I have to be... There's something I'm fundamentally misremembering or forgetting. The movement in this game is fantastic, though. It's uses tank controls to shoot your tentacles in certain directions. There has to be something I'm missing. Let me go to controls. Why? I don't think that's something I can go into, though. Like, I don't... No. A, B, X, Y, right bumper, left trigger, right bumper, right trigger. No, I'm just... I mean, it doesn't need to be pixel perfect with this stuff, too. I'm just bad at games. But I knew that already. I'm just gonna go this way, because it's sending me this way. So there has to be something I just didn't see here. I mean, there is this switch. There we go. Okay, yeah, I don't need to be big or small to pull switches. It's just that the switch was already down. So yeah, I'm just bad at games. Alright, so this is another area I've not been to. You go down this vent. I'm not big enough anymore. But I can be invisible briefly. Alright, eating this should make me bigger. Not big enough. Come here. So I can't go back. But I need to have... wait, there's a body there. If I can get that body, that should give me... I don't think I can grab it, though. Come on. No, it wasn't worth it, because now I still don't have it. So I can go this way. Oh, what? It let me do it. Okay, that's weird. It's been a while since I played this, so I'm probably just misremembering the exact controls. Relith Science HQ. Ooh. Okay, I can't go that way. Okay, yeah, this is where you can do this and make yourself smaller. So if I was bigger, I could make myself smaller. I probably need to be small for this point. No, it's just bringing me back here. So let me heal. Go this way. Go over here. Get smaller. Ooh. Okay, I can't go that way. What do I do? Okay. I need to be big. Okay. Okay, good at that. But then... But then how do I get back out? Interdasting. Can't go down. Alright, let me try going a different way. Let's just try going this way. Oh, I see. Well, no, I can't even make it back this way. Because I'll be trapped. Can I break off? Can I switch between the two? I don't think I can. Oh, or maybe I can do this now. That's what I can do. There it was. So I did need to be small, just... I was thinking too hard. Alright, now we can go through here. Here. Am I hitting the wrong button? I must be. Okay, that's my camouflage. That's my web. Get back in the water. Oh. I have to do that again? Okay, so deposit. Really? Oh, it's because I didn't save again. And then I need to be big. So you just do, I think it's just RB. Yeah, there we go. Am I hitting the right button? No, I'm hitting RT. Alright, we'll go back here. Deposit. We're going to leave that there. We're just going to save. Okay. I wanted to try... Oh, I can't go that way anyway. Alright, cool. Ow. You already see me? I feel like I'm hitting the wrong button. I have to be. Alright, at least I don't have to keep doing that puzzle. Come on, man. Right button, right trigger. Got it. Right button, right trigger. Right button, right trigger. Right trigger to grab. Gotcha. Okay, so he's behind a door. Okay. Heal back up. Is that a flamethrower guy? Those guys wreck me. Okay, so we need to be big again. Is there any... I don't think there's any reason for me to be small. Because these don't pull out, right? No, I didn't think so. I always hit A thinking that that's to eat it. It's just the regular eat button. Alright, and I bet those mech suits are gonna be coming out now. No, I thought they would come out. That's interesting. Oh. Those people pooping? Okay. Well, we're gonna deposit and save. Oh, I forgot about those dudes with the shields. No, 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 I got stuck. I'm stuck. There we go. Eat the bodies. Ooh. Yeah, I can't go out there. Yeah, I'm trying to get out of the factory, or this laboratory. So even though the outside world's right there, I can't make it. I'm pretty sure I'm not on Earth, though. I'm on, like, whatever planet they discovered my species on. Ooh. Alright, I need to be big to block that. Very much blood. Can I not eat this guy? I think I can't eat the suit guys. There we go. Another spot for me to save. And spread the biomass. So now it should be 2 of 4. Oh, I didn't even see that there. So that just wrapped back around. Okay. And I can't get that. unless I'm small. Here we go. I'm small. We'll go back this way. It was down this way. Ooh. I think the lasers... I don't know if I've seen the lasers yet. Okay, I'm invisible to go by them. Yeah, because if I trip them... Yeah, this closed. And I have to do it again. Hey, it's Onion! The game is almost as outrageous as your channel. Thank you. I appreciate that. Ooh, spooky. Alright, so I only have a little bit of this. So let's make use of it. Squeeze in this room to go over here. There we go. Squeeze back. What are you getting up for? Come on. I'm like stuck on all this stuff. Alright, recharge that. I can pass lasers. I have to be small to do it. Alright, I'm gonna save. Let's go this way. So that's closed. Okay, but I didn't go this way big. Or did I? Yeah, see, I get so easy to get lost in this. I think there's a map option, but I don't remember where it's at. I'm actually gonna... What time is it? 8:35. Alright, I'm gonna spin the wheel. We're gonna go to another game. But that is Carrion. So that's game number 2. Made by, Carrion is made by Devolver Digital, which has made some fantastic, or at least helped publish some fantastic games. So let's spin that wheel. Let's see. What do we get? What do we get? We're spinning, we're spinning, we're winning. We're spinning, and we got... What is it? It's... Hero Realms. Well, the wheel's spoken. This is going to be the second dud of the night. Do I have to install this? If I have to install this, I might skip this. It's just a card game. It's not even that great of a card game compared to what it's based off of. Okay, it's not a big download. Okay, and I've only played 24 minutes of this back in 2021, so I might as well play it. The board game? Yeah, it's Hero Realms, the deck building game, the same as Star Realms, which I much prefer, and I do have Star Realms on here. But it's pretty basic. 60%, 70%, 80%. We'll switch back here. There it is in all its glory, and we'll play it. We'll hit the old play button. We'll play a little bit of this. Checking for rules updates. I can't use my fancy controller no more. I'm a new user. This is probably... Gotta adjust the settings for audio every time because the games are so loud. Alright, we're just going to play real quick. Campaign. Ooh. Attempt to create your first hero. Let's see. Fighter or wizard? I'll do fighter. Is human the only race available? Looks that way. Human. Fighter. Skills. Interesting. Sure. We're just going to play real quick. I'm awesome. Thank you, sir. I don't think I am. Time for a little hack and slash, eh? Welcome to Thandar. Rude welcome. Okay, this is like straight up tutorial stuff. More downloading. A robber sneers. Time to pay the tax. Time to pay the troll toll. Alright. Yep. Just like any other deck building game. Oh, this isn't like a tutorial. Okay. Cool. What's going on here? A nearby guard comes to your aid. Ooh. Alright, so... Gotcha. So I get 1 for each of my other guards. Got it. If you have 7 or more combat, draw a card. So I've got 2, so that'll be 5. And then will it count that? Yep, it does. And then 4 gold to buy 3 and tap 1 for each of your other champions. Or fire gems are 2 gold, or trash for 3. I think it's and trash. So I can buy shoulder bash, which is a skill. Tap and 2 gold. Gotcha. Okay, it's coming back to me now. And then with the 7, I attack. And I'll end my turn. So, Star Realms works similar to this. You don't see anything? Oh, no. Oh boy. Hold on. I think it's because it's full screen for some reason. Windowed. Windowed, full screen. Does this not want to play? It might just not want to play. I have it captured. Hero Realms. It's just stuck on checking for update. Well, I mean, I don't mind skipping this. It's a fun little card game. I would rather play it in paper than in person. Have you ever played RuneScape? I briefly played RuneScape maybe 4 months ago for the very first time, and I did not like it at all. I was like, this is something I have no nostalgia for, and if I did, I probably would very much enjoy it. But I grew up playing World of Warcraft way more, where it's like nothing else seems to even compare. It's very difficult. All right, we're gonna spin this wheel again. Brrr. Come on, no whammies. Let's see, something decent to close out the night, maybe. Oh, what a Okay. What a game. What a game. Well, I definitely know I don't have this downloaded. And if it's too large, I probably will just skip it. But this is 2000 to 2021 was the last time I played this game. I had 131 hours into it. Almost all of that time was paused on the starting screen because woo lad, the story behind this game is just something else. So this game released back in like 2016 maybe, not as part of Steam. Maybe one day you and me. Hell yeah, dude. I've never played Stratego though. but I like board games, me. But Cube World is a solo indie developer um, who wanted to make a a game of his own vision, and he unfortunately went too far, where like it's only his vision, and he nailed it in the beginning. It's a very fun game, but it was very bare bones. Huge open world, basic movement. Like the movement in it feels very fluid. Basic attacks, but it's like there's no level cap in the game, so you just level up forever, and you constantly are upgrading. So like it's small. Like eventually gets to the point where it's like the increases to your bonuses are like they're so minuscule because you could just go so high in level. But the game was very well received. I think the guy behind the game didn't expect it to be that big, and then he just fell off the face of the earth for like 4 years. And then he came back in like 2020, I think, maybe 2019, with Cube World for Steam. And I was a moderator in the Discord server, and we were all excited for it, and everyone was just so hyped. Like we were like, this is going to be so great. Like finally, like we're going to play Cube World again, and it's going to be so much fun. And boy, were we wrong. And I'll explain why once I turn down the sound effects. Ashirian's Call? I've never heard of that. Is that the Russian MMO? There was a Russian MMO I played for a little bit that was surprisingly good. What were you a mod for Discord of Q? Yeah. Yeah, I was one of the mods there. It was the countdown, like when it was like we were counting down for Steam, I was like in the voice chat with everybody and was like, this is gonna be so great. And like I had a 24-hour stream going of just this loading screen where you're flying on the Eagle. I just had it going, and like people were like watching the stream of just this loading screen for 24 hours and like leaving comments about how excited they were. And then the game launched and it was like just a huge flop. And it's for one very specific reason, which if I go, I think it's going to freeze again. I need to make this not full screen. It's not capturing full screen stuff for some reason. We'll just go. We'll go on Grog. Grog, my berserker. So yeah, you could get pets that help you fight. Left click is like your main attack. Right click is a like a secondary, usually a charging up attack. Middle mouse button is like your third ability. And shift. I think that was it. And then yeah, Q is heal. R is rock punch. Okay, so that was new. I don't remember R. Burp, burp, burp. Inventory full. But you can like climb stuff. It's like you see that wall over there, you can climb it. Oh, I don't know what I just hit that do that. I thought climb was control. I'm down in these. Oh, it's really it just auto climbed? I don't remember that. I'm probably thinking back to the I also can't see everything on my screen. So let me fix that real quick. There we go. Yeah, pressing middle mouse button is... I don't know what that is. That must be like something inside the castle. I thought it'd be something I could pick up. This game looks so cool so far. Okay, so this is why this game is a huge disappointment. So, this game is still a lot of fun. But there's one crucial thing that makes this game not fun, and I think there's a mod to remove it. So you see this where this white border is going around. So this is like, let's just say like a continent, or like it's like an area in the game. And then you go into these other ones, they're different areas where it's like, oh, this is like dark purple, so maybe it's harder. This is light green. I think that's like easier. Light blue is like your level. And like you can see there's markers for like different quests and stuff like that. So there's all sorts of stuff to do on here. The problem is that so when you start off the game, oh yeah, and there's like random NPCs that wander around. Like I just saw a lizard man. If I can stop eating my soup. Let's see, is he friendly? I think he's friendly. He might be. If not, we're fighting. We're fighting. And I sit down and eat soup instead. Hold on. There we go. Did I just kill him? Hell yeah, dude. Blew right through them. So, what's the glider button? Is it G? Hold on. Okay, so you can see... Stop eating food. So you can see up here where my mouse is right now. So you have a boat. You have a harp, which is like fast travel. I don't know what the water drop is. And then spike shoes for climbing. So I don't remember what that is. So like, yeah, there we go. I can go into my boat. Sailing is fluid. It's very smooth, very cool. There's actually stuff in the water now. In the original version of the game, there wasn't anything, so they were desolate and whatnot. So let me open my map again. So what you do is all of these. See, when I zoom in, it like gets really detailed, which is cool. There's so much cool stuff in this game. I hate what they did to this game. It kills it so much. So you can see all the little details here. The harp, if I can remember the controls. The harp calls a bird, I think. Call pet is T. Lamp is F. Okay, that's the ring menu. Where's... Use and interact. Inventory, crafting. Yeah, there's crafting in this game too, which is really fun, actually. I don't see where I use the harp. Maybe I have to go to certain areas, I forget. But anyway. There's also a glider, which you use to, to sail or, to fly through the air, and you can go really far. But you unlock them at all of these different things. So, like, the check marks are, those are ones that I've done. There's probably, these are gossips to go on quests and stuff like that. So, lots of cool stuff. And can I get to the border? Just because I want to show you what happens. So, we can even... Oh, there, my pet. I should be able to get onto the pet, too, to ride it. But it's not letting me. At least in the original version of this game, you could do that. I don't know if that's even in this anymore. This game... It's making me angry about, and I haven't even explained why it's ruined. So anyway, I'm just going to get to the gist of it, is you spend all this time unlocking these things in this little area, and then as soon as you go to the next area, everything you worked for is invalidated. All of the gear you have immediately becomes, the lowest quality, and you lose so many stats. You lose, the boat that you work to get. You lose the climbing shoes that you lose everything. So it's imagine playing a Metroidvania or, a Legend of the Zelda game or something like that, and every time you go to, a different area on the map, like Breath of the Wild, every time you go to, a different region that's far away, you just lose everything. Everything. And you have to do it all over again. So the replay loop becomes super boring because it becomes... Get good gear, get all of the quality of life stuff for the area, and then go to the next area and do it all over again. It's so horrendous. And this was the original intention of this guy's game. He wanted this. And the original game doesn't play like this at all. You had to buy a boat, you had to buy the glider. You could climb from the beginning, but you could climb really slow and your stamina would run out. So it was something that you would put, stat points into. So he eliminated all of that and instead was you get a free boat and a free glider, you can climb for free, and he added the fast travel. That wasn't a thing before. So, cool. Okay, you're going to add all this stuff. How's that going to work in a procedurally generated world that is, freaking massive? This, I can't zoom out any further, but, this just goes on forever. And... his solution was that you just lost all of it. You lost all of it. Like, I don't know how I can't okay, here we go. Can I see my... So this is my crafting menu. How do I see my gear? Here we go. So this is my equipment that I'm equipped with, right? I think so. Yeah. Here we go. So there's my shield. There's my ring. So you can see, like, oh, these stats are really good. Like, oh, that's gray. That's gold. Oh, that's really good. There's my pet horse. So, like, this sword does 21.3 damage. But look, it says only in Anson Ocean. So only when I'm in this area does it do that. As soon as I cross the border, which should be happening any second now, it's going to drastically drop. So 21.3. I wish I could... I feel like I'm zoomed in too close. Like, I kind of want the camera to go back a little bit. Oh, it's huge. I mean, like, the other problem with the base game is that I feel like the base game, because it didn't have restrictions like this and was very bare-boned, people could, like, just do whatever they wanted. But the modding for it was terrible, because it was all, like, client-side stuff, so you couldn't really run a server with mods. I think there was one mod that someone was able to create, like a capture the flag type mod, which was very popular for a while. But it also doesn't stop people from just having broken characters. And you can easily... So look, my boat's gone because I'm in a new area now. So let's see what the... So 21.7 for my sword. It 2 damage. 2 damage. 90% of my stats go away when I cross the border into the next area. Why? Why? That is a terrible design. Now look, I understand in MMOs and RPGs, you advance to another area and it's harder. So the enemies are going to scale up and your weapons and armor aren't going to do... They're not good anymore. I get that. 90% because I went into the next area. Why? Exactly why? This doesn't make any sense. It makes no sense, and it's what killed the game. Like, if I go to the reviews for this game, it's all negative, because not only did... I'm just going to close out of it. I'll just go to the Steam page for it. But not only did this game... if you bought the original, you could get the Steam key for free. But if you didn't buy the original, you had to buy the Steam key, obviously. But... because he took down the website because he was getting harassed early on, so it's got mixed reviews now. I have no idea why. 47% should not be mixed. That's definitely below average. He was getting, like, lots of hate mail, which is, like, not great. Like, that shouldn't happen. I'm not, like, encouraging people to go after dev. Like, it's a single dev. He has a full job, and, like, I get it. But... he had so much hate against him that the original website with the original alpha version of the game, he completely took down. So, if you did own the original game and you wanted to get the Steam key for it, you couldn't anymore because he took the website down. So you had to buy it again. Now, the silver lining to this is that the dev did come back recently, like within like the last year or two, and he's showing new features, and it looks like he removed they call it region locking, where your gear is reduced by 90% and stuff like that. They call it region locking, and there's a mod to remove it, and it makes the game actually playable. Yeah, he nuked his own website. It's sad because he did get attacked by a lot of people. And being the mod in the Discord, you would just see hate all the time. Even before this came out on Steam, you would see hate all the time because they'd be like, oh, he abandoned us, he left us. And it's like, buddy, I don't know what to tell you. Like, you paid $20 for an alpha that is amazing. It's better than most games that you spend $60 on. You can have hundreds of hours of fun with your friends playing online, just like wandering around and making up your own adventures. But yeah, like, he came back, so he disappeared when the Steam stuff came. It's literally, I think, day one, he started getting harassed so bad that he just completely shut down again. And that just seems to be, like, his personality, which sucks because, like, you need to take criticism, and he doesn't take it well, but not in a negative way. Like, he's not the person to, like, yell at people and curse people out. He just completely closes up like an oyster and then hides. And then 2 years later, he like secretly dropped like a new songs he was working on, and then he leaked out Reputation for factions that he's working on, and all sorts of goodies that he promises will be in the update for this game. So yeah, this is not so released 2019. Where is view update history? Yeah, nothing. He's done nothing since 2019. View discussions. Alpha versus beta. Yeah, the alpha's so good, and you can't get it anymore. I mean, you can get it from cracked websites or something like that, but Omega's the next one that he's releasing. Yeah, Cube World Omega. So when did he announce this? 2023. So just last year, he started announcing that he's working on this again. And I actually haven't kept up with this. Let me see. May of 2023. Hornets and Hedgehogs was the last update. That's from October of 2023. So he hasn't updated in several months now. But yeah. So the other thing he's doing is that not only are the models for NPCs and enemies in the game like there's not just a 1B, it's like there's a different head, a different body, different wings. So like it's really procedurally generated. Like every NPC will look a little different because they'll have like multiple things that can be changed on them. Yeah, it ends with a happy ending where it's like a lot of people said that it was like a pump and dump scheme, and like that people really hated on the guy who created this. Wolai, his name is. So like yeah, so 9 months ago was the last update. That's a shame. I hope he's still working on it. I'm sure he is. Because I remember when I was on the Discord as one of the mods for it, I would tell people, I'd be like, look man, like I don't know what to tell you. The alpha's great. We're just going to have to wait and see what happens in the future. And like I just went radio silent. I left the server because the server became, you couldn't even talk in the server. It was so toxic with people coming in there. So, yeah, all the best wishes to him. But we're going to go to one more game because it's 9 o'clock. So we'll close things out here with something else really good. Come on. Give me something good. Tangle Deep, Team Fortress 2. I'm not going to play Team Fortress 2. Tectonica. I don't even know what this game is. Apparently I own it, though. Oh, absolutely more than Starfield. And Starfield had a whole team behind it with, like, I don't even know how many, like, tens of thousands of dollars pumped into it. Maybe even hundreds of thousands. And, this is just one dude as, like, he made it as, like, a side project. And, oh, this game's pretty good. You know what? I'm gonna go off the wheel though because I'm gonna show you another. This game's. Oh, you want to see Tectonic? Tectonica is basically just Factorio but first person. We'll play Tectonica. I haven't played in a little bit. It's all underground. I think it's still in early access. There wasn't much stuff going in it. Let's see. Window capture. It's probably not going to capture it. Yeah. Oh, wait. It shows my mouse, but the logo's not moving, so once this loads, I'll have to make sure it's out of full screen. It's annoying that maybe if I change this to game capture instead of window capture, game capture, capture any full screen application, except it doesn't. Capture specific window, Tectonica. It's not, oh, there we go. I think it's working. Yeah, it looks like it's doing it. Yeah, I was going to show you Unturned. Unturned's great. That was an example of, I was going to show it because that's an example of a game with one dev that went right. Because Cube World and Unturned came out at the same time, or roughly the same time. So like we're talking like 2016 or something like that. And let me turn this all down. And I feel like Unturned did it right, even though it's still a one-person team. And he wanted his own vision of. I mean, it's apparently Roblox. I've never played Roblox, but he's like, oh, it's a Roblox zombie survival game, and I want that to show in my game. And it comes across very well as its own standalone game, and he listens to the community. Yeah, I mean, I got work in the morning and everything, but the only reason I didn't stream sooner was because I was watching Stella's stream, and then I was like, and then as soon as it was over, I was like, oh, it's like 7:30 or whatever time it was, or 8 o'clock, and I was like, okay, I could stream for a little bit, because I don't really, I just kind of do this when I feel like it's time, and I was gonna just play WoW, but then I was like, oh, I probably won't talk a lot if I'm just playing WoW, because I'm gonna get in the zone. I was probably gonna PvP a lot, because I'm leveling up a character for the second time. Loading, loading, loading. So yeah, this is just like a factory simulator, but it's all underground, which is really cool. So it's like Subnautica. Well, it's not even like that because there's no... Press space twice in rapid succession. Press M to open... What? Am I floating? I haven't played this in a hot minute. Press M to open your map. Okay, so it's like showing me tutorial stuff again. Really? Oh. Okay, I think I remember that from last time. But that is nice. Alright. But yeah, like you just set up, like these are miners, and I have, this is biofuel being fed into it to keep it running, and then it's outputting out copper, which is going into this furnace, which is then making it into bars, which go into here. So I just have like copper being made. Yeah, you were there for Stella's stream. Did my VTuber stop moving? My camera turned off. What's that about? Which wire's my camera? Just camera off. Okay, I don't know what's going on there. Huh. The light's not even coming back on. Ugh, let's try that. Let's push it over here. Maybe it's the port. I hope not. Might just be the camera. The camera was a freebie anyway. So no harm, no foul. USB connection, no. Microphone. It must just be picking this up from my mic. It's picking something up. Camera. Let me restart VTuber Studio. Maybe that's what it is. I don't think it is because the light's not even coming on my... The light's not even coming on my camera. Although it's not always on. It's only on when I turn on the VTuber Studio. So maybe it was just that. But yeah, I'm in Stella's stream. I'm in Ash's stream. You sold me a hat today. There's my model. There it is. Camera. Choose camera. Live stream. 19. Uh-huh. Okay. Camera on. YouTube Studio web tracking DLC. Oh, it's getting something. There we go. Now let me recalibrate that. Alright. That's better. Yes, I know double click. Ooh. Oh, you know what? It's when I open this. It's not working with Tectonica. It crashed again. Alright. Well, this game is fun. But I'm going to close out of it. And maybe it's like just too intense or something. I don't think so. My computer's not like making crazy noises or anything. You did sell a lot of hats today. I am using OBS. And then I got an error for Tectonica, so I think the game was just like overloading or something. All right, I'll go to one more good game. Let me go through. Yeah, I'll show Unturned. I haven't played that in forever. Camera on. All right. There we go. All right, and then we want to go to here, play Unturned. How many games do you have on Steam? It's like 220 something. And then my wish list is like equally as many. I usually just like buy games when they go like on hella discount. Oh, I froze again. I wonder if it's just the game. Oh, there we go. Never mind, I'm still here. Like the last game I bought was like I just refunded it too, which kind of sucks. It was $1.58 for the game, and I was like, and it's normally like $10 or something like that, and I was like, oh my god, like I have to get this game. It looked fun. I watched videos on like how it's played, and it was like right up my alley. And then I played it for about 5 minutes and was like, I don't like this game. It was not that great. Oh yeah. No, I know people who have way too many games. My problem is that I just don't play a lot of my Steam games. I always fall back into playing like WoW and stuff like that, which is my big issue. Cuz I know people who have like tens of thousands of dollars or tens of thousands of hours into games, and that was me with World of Warcraft. Yeah, it was $1.50, but I was like, you know what? I'm refunding this. I'm very picky. I don't know what settings I have on this. Yeah, it's bad. Luckily though, I'm not playing. I haven't played on like Blizzard. I haven't played on like a real server since 2012. I've been playing on private servers, so it's all free. What map do I want to play on? I'll play on the original PEI. And then you can like modify this in so many different ways. like the spawn rates and stuff. I'm just gonna restore to default because I think I've messed with this before. I'm just gonna tinker around. I'm not doing anything crazy. But this is a fun game. Yeah, I heard that about Starfield. I I have not. Oh, I can't even think of a PC game that I've bought at full price. Like I have No Man's Sky, and I definitely got it when it was like on hella discount. Like it was, I probably spent less than $20 on it. So I couldn't imagine buying like Starfield day one. Like that's no, that's crazy. All right, so if I remember right, oh, I need the map. I forget the controls. There should be like a zoom out. You can tilt to the left and to the right. Expressions, crouching. There's my swag character. There we go. There's my Roblox looking character. That sounds like a good purchase. I bought Witcher 1 before Witcher 3 came out. I bought Witcher 1 because someone was like, "Oh, the Witcher series is great." And I was like, "Oh, I'll give it a try." And I couldn't get past the tutorial area. Um Actually, I could get past it. I hated the controls. I hated it so much, and I refunded it right away. The tilting hurts your head. I'll try not to tilt as much. It just happens to be the Q and E keys, so they're like right next to each other, or right near the uh, arrow keys. Whoa. Okay, so those berries that I just ate, psychedelic. I'm tripping now. I'm gonna keep tripping. Oh wow, it even switched around. Whoa. Okay. That zombie I think is fast, so I don't want to fight him. If I get too close, they're gonna know I'm here. That one's fast too. I think the ones that are on all fours are really fast. So I gotta sneak in here. I know there's a hole in the fence somewhere, but I don't feel like walking all the way around. If I'm quiet enough. I don't like motion blur. If motion blur is in a game, it's the first thing I turn off because it makes me nauseous. Come on. Alright, 3 XP. Does he have anything? Doesn't have anything. But this is a game that like you can play on servers and stuff like that. I mean, I don't know if you've ever played Unturned, but it is a very fun game. And I know as soon as I jump up, that guy's gonna see me. But I played on a server with a bunch of people for a little bit. Oh, so you haven't played this? Yeah, it feels like it. It there really isn't too much crafting outside of like making barriers. There's a rake on this chair I'm trying to grab because that's a weapon I can use. The crafting in this is like you can get a saw to like or an axe to chop down trees, and then you can make is that a paintball gun? Yeah, I don't want that. Binoculars I'll take. Flashlight I'll take. And then you can make like barricades and stuff. Okay, there's police armor. Something that they had, I keep hitting the wrong buttons, is that you didn't used to have like pockets like this. Like the police vest has like a certain number of pockets. The white shirt I start with has a certain number of pockets. Pants, like this wasn't a thing. It was just like you just had inventory, and then they added that and it like changed the game. Oh yeah, I've heard of that game. I've never played it though. I'm trying to think of other zombie games I've played. I mean, I played like The Last of Us. That's one of my favorite games. I only watched The Last of Us 2, the gameplay for it, and I was not excited to play it. Alright, let's check this tower out. Like, you could build barricades to, like, block this off so that zombies couldn't come up here. Grab some rope. And then on this map, there's, like, a little hidden bunker. That's, like, a really good shelter. Ah, see, he's fast. Oh yeah, the comment in this is really funny. It's literally just left click is quick light attacks, and then right click is like a slower charged up attack. Um, and then you can get guns. Obviously, it wouldn't be a zombie game without guns. Another rake. Okay, lots of rakes on this map. And then, so like this rake, I can salvage it to get the metal from it. And I can repair the flashlight. Yeah, you can bonk people. There is like a baseball bat, but like everything has durability in this game, and food has like an expiration, like it'll start like decaying. So unless like there are server settings and even single player settings that you can change to like make that not happen. Ooh, a nail gun. And the nail gun I can equip as a gun. I just need to find nails. Which I think I can craft nails. I forget what the recipe is, though. I know it's steel sheets and something. Two metal scrap. So if I do hide uncraftable, I'll scrap those, and then I'll make nails. And then inventory. Oh wait, hold on. It's T. Yeah, you can like have different attachments and stuff to this. So I'll take out the clip. And then so there's only two. And I'll refill it. Oh, I have to fill it with other nail gun magazines. Gotcha. That's kind of lame. I don't remember that part. But it's whatever. Alright, so I'll reload that in there. There's also like vehicles in this game, which I think there's a new update that massively overhauled vehicles. So I don't even know how they work anymore. But like there's like fire trucks with like sirens that you can have going. And there's sports cars and RVs and stuff. And then I'm getting experience, which you can use for skills. So I've got 29 experience. So we're going to do... survival. Do twice. So I need less food and water, which is good. There's another nail gun. So what I can do is... that one's better. This one, I'm gonna strip. Hold on. Oh, I already took it out. Where'd it go? Huh. De-equip. Did that just drop it? Oh no. There we go. The heck? Oh, that's nearby. Gotcha. And then we're going to salvage. Did I really only have the one clip? That's so weird. And then let me get the rake back on here. Yeah, my rake is getting damaged. I need to repair that. Guess I can't repair it. Oh, thanks, man. I don't think I do, but thank you. It would be fun. I mean, I just do this just like, because I'm already gaming, so it's like I might as well. There are definitely periods of time where, like, I just sit here in silence playing games. Most of the time I sit in silence playing games. I'm probably dead. Got him. Got him. Alright. And then I'm shaking. On my boots. My boots are quaking. Alright, we're going to switch that. We're going to salvage that. Equip that. Salvage. We're going to salvage my t-shirt too. And then we're going to turn this into dirty rag. Oh, I mean, like, I didn't like VTubers. I mean, not that I didn't like them, but like I had no opinion of them until, I mean, literally until I started watching Ash's stuff, because like I was just flipping through and I was like, oh, like this person seems chill, and I really enjoy their personality, and my one buddy's really into VTubers, like really into them, so like he like has just gone off about like, oh my god, like you gotta watch this person and this person, and it's like, I'm good. I've got the one person. That's all I need. Ooh, handcuff key. I don't know if I've ever seen that item. Am I bleeding? No, I'm still at 15%. Alright, we're gonna salvage that. And I had hire a baton. Alright, so we're gonna salvage that. And Cobra boxes. I guess that's a weapon. And now I'm dead. And then I just respawn. I have the map. I don't think that's the right island. There is an island on this map, but like I think I also lose. No, I still keep this. Okay. I know you can turn it off so that you lose everything. I dropped my gear, which sucks. But it's not too bad. Because like you don't lose your skills, and then it's like, okay, you can jump right back into it. Let me see if I can find a car. That's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna go to. That's how I'll end it off. What is this? I've never seen this before. Huh. Yeah, get some F's in the chat. But this is a fun game. It's free also. You can pay for, I think he calls it like the golden membership you can pay for, which is like $5, like a one-time payment of $5. And it gives you, I don't think it gives you, I mean, it gives you like the equipment that I'm wearing. Like it gives you like the sunglasses and the hat and the tie-dye tie and stuff like that. But like it doesn't give you anything else. It's just like, hey, I want to support you, so here's $5. But the game's free. And this was really big back in like 2016, 2017 when it first came out. And it's fun. It's fun multiplayer. I don't know where everyone else went that was playing it, but I used to play on a server and there'd be tons of people on there. There'd be like 20 or 30 people on a server. And you'd have like bandits that would fight other players. The hat, yeah, the top hat's really cool. Ooh, like a cowboy hat. Oh, someone heard me. Get away from me, buddy. I need a weapon. Is that a blowtorch? Ah, I'm dead already. Alright, I'm gonna find a car though, I swear. I should be able to find a car here. Also, like if you find a cash registering machine, you can get coins out of them. And then I think if you get enough coins, you can scrap them to get metal. So it's like, I think they respawn after a certain time. What's my favorite WoW expansion? Ooh, probably Wrath. Like, Vanilla's great. TBC's fantastic. Wrath is where I feel like the game peaked. Hated Kata. Um, I played in the beta for Kata and just did not like it at all. But I was like, like it's whatever. Like it was kind of minor stuff that I didn't like. There were a few more things in it. There were just enough things in it that I liked that I stuck around for a couple of months. And then I bailed because I was like, no one I know is even playing this anymore. Um, and then I came back for Mists of Pandaria, which everyone was like, you have to come back for. It's going to be great. And they got rid of talent trees in Mists, and talent trees were my favorite thing about World of Warcraft. Like, it sounds so stupid, but like I would just spend hours building talent trees, even though it's like obviously like this is the best build, or like if you're going to do PvP, this is like the best thing you want to have for your class. I just like doing it because I was so casual anyway that like I didn't care what was the best build. I was just like I was just playing to chill out, and I like doing funny things. And I'm from the era of vanilla where you could play a build that like no one was doing in PvP and completely throw them for a loop. Because I main played a shaman, and yeah, I think communally, Wrath is probably the most loved. It's just so great. Like it introduces hero classes, which I feel like they could have done such a good job with hero classes, and they missed it. They missed the mark so hard with like demons and stuff like that. Like I think it was just bad. Um, but yeah, Mist was the last one. I I almost went back for Battle for Azeroth. Almost. And I almost did it because of the one trailer, which that maybe that's how I'll end stream is I'll play that trailer because it gives me goose pimples. It gives me goose pimples uh, every time I see it. No, it really does. It gives me chills with how much I do like it. Um, Let me like close out of this. Um, and I'll bring that up. But I can't endorse Blizzard anymore. Like I don't like the direction they've gone. Um, we'll go back to this screen. And then we'll open up Battle for Azeroth Sylvanas trailer. This, like, to 2017, that was so long ago. And I feel like this was the last good thing that they put out. It's so good. 2017? Really? Oh my god, it feels like it was just yesterday. All right, let me actually go to we'll go to this. Just gives me goose pimples. Transform, fit the screen. It's not fitting the screen. I do have a phone. Stretched screen? Why isn't this working? Isn't like shift, enter, shift, right click, transform, reset transformation, center to screen, fit to screen is what I should do. But it's not working. There we go. Alright, we're gonna watch this, and I'm gonna ooh and ah the entire time because this is like one of the best things that Blizzard has done. So, like, before I start this, I'll close out with some of my thoughts, and I'll bring back my VTuber for this. So, Vanilla's great. You really can't go wrong with it. I think that the difficulty of Vanilla is way too intimidating now. I couldn't go back to just Vanilla. The quality of life changes that have happened after Vanilla are very much needed. TBC is where you began to see the writing on the walls because so I was in a major raiding guild. We weren't anything fancy. We didn't like first realm anything like that. But we did Nax. We did Nax. I think it was Nax 20. I forget the numbers at this point. But we did Nax in 1.12, which was I think the last patch before TBC. And I spent 3 months getting a piece of gear, a single piece of gear that my guild was like, you can be on the bottom rung for this because you should be spec'd as a healer since I was a shaman. So the money I would spend on specking and respecking just to do raids was so annoying. So like when they came out with like, oh, you can just switch between specs, that was like brilliant. That was so good. So I spent all this time getting gear that I was so excited to get. I finally got this piece of gear that I worked so hard for. And then maybe 3 months later, TBC came out. It might be 2 months, but whatever. 2 months later, TBC came out, and the first boar that I killed, the first trash mob that I killed, dropped a green item that was nearly 10 times better than the single piece of gear I'd worked so hard to get. And it just gutted me. And I just didn't raid. I was like, I'm not going to raid anymore, because, like, sure, like, the next expansion after TBC is going to be years and years from now, but, like, I can't do that. Like, that is not fun to do this all over again. So that's when I started becoming, like, a filthy casual player, and I just chilled out, and I think the writing on the wall was because of the stat scaling with TBC. You go from a piece of purple gear that had like +8 stam, +9 int, and increased spell power by 27, and it was like the best piece of gear you could possibly have. And then you got a green item of the same item type, and it was +20 stamina, +17 intellect, and +30 spell power. And it's like, why did I bother? Like, this is too much. Like, it just doesn't make any sense. So took my time in TBC, and I think I took enough time that I enjoyed it for what it was. I didn't do endgame. I didn't do PvP endgame stuff. Um, but I did do twinking a lot, so I was doing lots of like 19, 29, and 39 BGs. I was a part of a community called Twink Info, which I think is still around, but like it's completely different now. And that was my experience with TBC. Was that it was a lot of, it was like when I first started relaxing playing the game, because before that it was like very strict schedules. Very, like I had to be here for the raid. I had to be here to keep my warlord status in PvP. Like it was I gotta be there. And then TBC was like I can sit back and relax and enjoy the story. Wrath came out, and again I didn't want to do end game. I kind of didn't even want to just do dungeons. Like I was like, it's whatever. I just was like kind of like strolling on by. I think I barely hit 80. Um, but I felt like Wrath was a lot more. You didn't get off of the boat. Like, you weren't level 70 and then getting to Northrend and getting gear that was, like, too significantly better. Like, sure, you'd get, like, a piece of green gear that was, like, nearly equivalent to the purple, like, item that you got from raiding, I don't even know, like, Black Temple or something like that. Like not, that's probably a bad example. But, like, you would get stuff that was, like, nearly equivalent, but it didn't overshadow it. So it wasn't the same as, like, vanilla to TBC. You also had hero classes with the Death Knights, which I felt like was very well done. I wish that they had done more hero classes sooner than waiting however many years to do the Demon Slayer class, which was just garbage. Um, and then I just couldn't stick with Kata. I was there for a little bit, came back from Mists, hated that they got rid of talent trees, and then I just stopped. But I stuck to private servers. I briefly ran one for the Twink Info website where they would theory craft a lot of builds. So I would add NPCs that would give you items, um, that you could then like make your like dream build for your Twink and then test it out in BG and see how it went. And that was a lot of fun. And then I became, and that was a server I ran, and it was really easy back then, and I think it's still easy to run game, make your own server. Um, where am I going with this? Oh, and then I became a mod on a server right around the time that Kata was out, and it was a server that only went up to Wrath, and it had 2x experience, and it was so much fun, and I can't remember the name of it, but I was there for like a year and a half. That is bad. The first 30 levels were made for people who never played a video game. Yeah, that's I don't need that much hand holding. And I feel like that's what WoW today is. WoW is when I played Kata, and there is a quest that takes you from the front gates of Orgrimmar to Crossroads in the Barrens, and it literally puts you into a moving caravan that moves automatically and has you do the quest nearly automatically. I was like, this is dumb. Like, I don't need this. Um, and like on top of things, Kata destroyed the vanilla map, and while that's, I like that concept, I think it was done very poorly. Um, sorry, I just got a text. Um, I think what they should have done is in the same way where you can have instanced areas, there should have been, here's an instance area of Azeroth before the Cataclysm, and here's what it looks like after the Cataclysm, and you, the player, are going into this cataclysmic future to try and stop it from happening. I think that that would have blended better with the Bronze Dragonflight because they deal with time. But the problem is that Wrath of the Lich King was the last expansion where they had the original writers from Warcraft 1, 2, and 3 working on it. So by the time they got to Kata, they only had the first part of the story written. They didn't know how the story ended. So they knew that Deathwing was coming back, and they knew that Thrall was going to become the new Earth aspect dragon after Deathwing was defeated. Um, I think they had the scripts for Hellscream taking over the Horde and some other things in there, but other than that, it was just like they didn't know what they were doing, and you could tell that. Like I used to know the lore of Warcraft so much because Orcs vs Humans, the first Warcraft game, was the first PC game I ever played, and it like blew my mind back in like 1992 or whatever year that was. First level 30 levels for not people who are used to MMOs. Oh, okay. Gotcha. The middle levels are for people who are not used to MMOs, who are used to MMOs. Okay. I mean, that's not too bad. The so that's pretty much my Warcraft story. I'm on a server right now called Ascension WoW, which if you've ever played World of Warcraft, Ascension WoW is mwah, it is chef finger kiss. It completely turns the dynamic of the game on its head. It's a classless system, so you create your own class, and what I'm doing right now, my one character is once you reach max level, which currently max level is only 70, because I've been on Ascension since 2018, and it started with the level cap was 55, and then they slowly started to turn out new content, so it was like you were playing WoW from the beginning again. So they only have just, I think they just released the Well of Eternities, which was the midway point of Kata. I think it was, because Black Temple was the end of Kata, or not Kata, TBC. Um, so there's just so much freedom in it. And once you hit max level, so I hit max level on my one character yesterday, you can do a prestige, which is you go back to level 1 on that character, it resets your quests, and you unlearn all of the spells that you've learned, but you keep everything else. So you still have your maximum riding, you still have your reputation, you still have all your money, you still have all your gear. Any gear equipped to you is de-equipped because obviously you can't be running around as level 1 with level 70 equipped gear. And then it gives you a whole bunch of rewards for doing it. And then there's special items like certain mounts and stuff like that that you can buy with these reward tokens, as well as it gives you like a whole bunch of, it gives you like a ton of stuff, which is cool. And then you can keep prestiging, and each time you do it, you get more and more goodies, which is cool. So this is the first time I've done it. It's an older system that I've just never used because I feel like once I get max level, it's like I've never felt like I wanted to start over again. But on this character, I was like, I'm going to do it on this character because it'll be fun. But yeah, I just feel like Blizzard doesn't know what they're doing anymore, and they haven't known for a while now because they got rid of, or the people left the original game. Blizzard got too greedy with Hearthstone and the microtransactions. They got too greedy and parasitic with the subscription service for World of Warcraft, and were consistently pumping out low quality games that were not up to my standards and probably the standards of many other players who have since left. And it's a shame that they don't show the statistics anymore for the numbers, because they used to be proud of like, oh, we had this many million players today playing on this server or whatever, and they don't do that anymore because I don't think the numbers are there. I feel like they've definitely dipped below like 100,000 players daily for sure. And I mean, how many of them are bots? Like, come on. I feel like at least 10 or 20,000 of them are bots. But the trailer I'm going to end the stream with for Battle of Azeroth almost brought me back because it instilled it's weird to say, such like a force of patriotism in me, because I main play Horde, and I'm from the womb to the tomb, I'm Horde, Loktar, Ogar, Blood and Thunder. And this trailer was incredible. And I think that's what I'm going to end with tonight.
Ours is a cycle of hatred. Alliances forged and broken. We have paid the price for sharing this world. And we have forgotten what makes us strong.
Close ranks! Advance has won! Lordaeron will be ours! My king, we have her cornered.
Keep firing!
For the Alliance!
Yeah, so that straight up made me want to go back to playing, to paying a subscription fee to play this game, because I was like, this like looks incredible. This looks so great. And then it comes out and it's so subpar. Like, it's so bad. It's just like, oh, like, what did they do? Like, it's, oh, I'm glad I didn't get sucked in, because oh man, Sylvanas screaming for the Horde, like, it sends chills down my spine. Yeah, it's great, man. And then even King Anduin or Prince Anduin, I think he's a king by this point, standing up was really good. But the direction they were going in the comics, which is weird to say, but the direction they were going in the comics would like made way more sense than what they actually ended up doing. And I think it's because, once again, all the original writers who knew where the story was going to go and who were laying the breadcrumbs for these reveals to happen didn't understand how to write and just blew it. And it's so sad to see, because I think Battle for Azeroth, they also started making Sylvanas the villain, and then I don't even know what the other expansions are. And then Shadowlands Sylvanas becomes like, I saw this trailer and was like not impressed at all. Like, this, I'm not even gonna bother like taking my model off. This is gonna be muted. This was not great. Like, Sylvanas goes back. So this is Northrend, way after we've already been there. So there's like nothing left. The jailer, who's the dude's name? He's the one paladin. I think his name is a B in it. Baravir or something like that. Is he decides to wear the crown after Arthas is killed, because someone has to be the jailer. Someone has to be the king of the undead and the protector of the afterlife. So he takes on this mantle, and he makes it so that the Scourge don't attack anymore. That's why they're not attacking Sylvanas right now. And then Sylvanas goes back there and is like, oh no, like, I'm here for you. Like, this is personal. And I think this is after she burns Teldrassil, which is the Night Elf homeland, which, like, honestly, good for her. Like, I don't like the Night Elves. I never did. And you understand that people don't want quality stuff. They want to pander to... Exactly. They don't want quality. They want to be able to see their waifu, or to see a character that represents themselves. Which, like, you can have that and have a great story, too. And I feel like this went way too far into... Like, here she is, so she's going to jail him. And then this goes way too far into, like, one direction where they were like, we have to do the next big plot. We have to do the next big thing. So they're like, we're going to have Sylvanas. She's going to take the helmet from him. And it's like, and they're like, oh no, like, she's gonna be the new jailer. Like, this is crazy. And then she's like, nope, and she rips the helmet open. So she destroys the Frost Crown, and because of that, the afterlife and the world of the living have to, like, merge together. Like, I'm kind of only barely over the top knowing what the story is, because I'm not gonna play this crap. But they were like, oh, we need to make this villain. So they have her kill all of the Night Elves, or not all of them, but most of them, to make them into refugees, burn down Teldrassil. She backstabs the Horde by usurping power and then betraying the Horde that are loyal to her. And then she goes to Northrend and unleashes literally hell on Azeroth. And it's like, why? And then here, I think it all leads up to, like, oh no, I'm actually the good guy, and I'm gonna kill the devil so that, like, we don't have to suffer anymore? Like, what? It's so dumb. It didn't make any sense when I read into it. The War Within announcement trailer. What is this? Hold on. 8 months ago? Is this the newest one? See, I don't know what any of this stuff is anymore. I don't follow any of this stuff. So in the comics, his dad gets kidnapped by the Defiance and then lost in a shipwreck, and he gets amnesia and becomes a gladiator. And they had this whole story set up for King Varian to be like this, like gladiator who's going to like eventually be like, you know what, the Horde not so bad. Thrall, you're not a bad guy. And then they just throw it all aside because the writers were gone, and they didn't know what to do anymore. This doesn't look bad graphics wise, but this is just a cutscene. I don't even know if Jane is alive anymore. She's like dead. Who's that? That's important.
You're here to tell me we don't get to hide.
My man. Yes. The best
that
guy
it?
in Warcraft lore.
You needed time. We stayed away. But time by itself heals nothing.
If he gets mad at Thrall, I'm gonna be like, what are they?
You didn't just come here for me. It's the visions. You've seen them.
I suspect many have lately.
I don't know what other threat they could have at this point.
Something, someone, is calling out from the heart of the world,
Who?
like a voice from a
The
dream.
whole reason of the last expansion? Oh yeah, no.
Something dark is coming,
The armor
Anduin.
that the orcs have, like, straight up look like Warhammer.
The world needs your light again,
The only difference is that there are female orcs.
my son.
So there's Varian. Come on, man.
I am not that person anymore.
I have no light.
Oh, he's like a fallen
Not after what
paladin.
I've seen. Not after what I've done.
I might have to skim through the Wikipedia to see what he's even talking about. Because I can't imagine it's great writing.
You are not your past, Anduin.
I mean, we're literally talking about like 3 or 4 expansions of time when King Varian's dead, and he's still.
I trust you.
Thrall is literally the dragon aspect of the movie. Like, he is there to help you. According to sort of how like some potential child.
Hear me.
They're getting worse.
I don't get this. The whole reason the last expansion was Azeroth was dying. And then they saved it, so then there's a voice in there. It wouldn't have been from the titles.
Look. Whatever's coming, I'll stand with you.
I mean, this looks great.
Of course I will.
I'd watch a movie like this. This looks perfect.
But we were drawn here by the voice. Who is it, Thrall? Who's calling out to us?
I'm not sure yet. But that sword was aimed at someone.
Oh, so that's from the last expansion. World Soul Saga. I don't understand. I'm probably missing something. Oh, yeah, this trailer, the cinematics for this are incredible. Pre-purchase now. I must be missing something. Wowpedia expansions. I don't have much knowledge of the post expansions. Okay, so TBC, Wrath, Kata. So I played Kata. I played Mist. Warlords of Draenor is, what's his face? Hellscream goes back in time and gives the so that's 2014. So we're talking Varian dies before Mists, I think. He might die during Mists. So 12. So we're talking 12 years ago. Dragonflight was the last one. I don't even know what that's about. Battle for Azeroth was died. So they took 3 expansions to go back to this subplot. Legion was I saw some of the cinematics for it. It's the redemption of freaking Dark Temple, Black Temple, Illidan. It's the redemption of Illidan, which I'm fine with. Warlords is the time travel. Battle for Azeroth is Azeroth's dying. Shadowlands is that they go to hell. And then what is Dragonflight? As a soft reset. That does not directly continue. Oh, this is when they had the Great Crunch. So, what they did in Dragonflight is they went back in time, which I do hate time travel. I don't like time travel. I don't think it's really good. I think that... Was it this one that they did it? It can't be. Hold on. Maybe it was Shadowlands. Battle for Azeroth. Maybe it was Battle. Takes place 33 years ADP. One of these expansions, maybe it was Shadowlands, they do the great level crunch, which is everyone's level is halved. Now, I'm okay with this because by the time that they did this, stats were wild. You were literally having pieces of gear that had like plus hundreds of stats. Like it was crazy. Stats were out of control. The scaling was way off the chart. They needed to do this. So they did the great level crunch and they reset it so that the max level was 60. So Battle for Azeroth was max level 120. If you were 120 when Shadowlands came out, you were now level 60. I agree with that. They should ban time travel as a story element. It's just there's so many holes you can find in it. And it's also like it's too much of a piece of like I'd rather have magic in a setting because I can disbelieve that than like having time travel because I feel like time travel is like literally the best kind of magic. Like you can undo or redo anything. So it comes off across as very lazy. How long until the next expansion? Definitely soon. So Dragonflight is like just nothing. Dragonflight was like nothing important happens. Discovery of the Dragon Island, so more islands. Cool. We already had the Pandaren Islands. So this is probably literally just end game stuff. Like this is not an area that like low level characters go to. It's probably just here's 20 different dailies that you're going to be sucked into doing. Oh, I know this artwork. There's a map hidden in the original files of Vanilla that you can go to this map. And I've gone to it. It's pretty cool. Everything's like untextured though, so this is all just white. Yeah, 2001 concept. So Zandalar, that's Trolls. Firbolg Totem, interesting. So that's Teldrassil. BFD, Jadenar. There's Hyjal. Scarlet Monastery. So here in the center is where they had Kata, and then up here is Northrend. So they were trying to say that this is the Dragon Island, and they like just discovered it. Oh, I know exactly where this is. So there's Scarlet Monastery, and you could clip up the mountain behind Scarlet Monastery, and you would get to an area that was flat, and then it would tell you that you were in Queldrassil, which was not in the game yet, but it was its own zone, and then you could fall down, and there would be this giant tower that was in the middle of the ocean that you could go to, and there was nothing there, but, like, it was really interesting. That's so weird. So yeah, there's Northrend. I don't understand what this even added to the game. I also hate multiverses too. I feel like they're overdone. And it was like a bandwagon that people just jumped onto. And it makes characters feel less impactful. I don't think it... No, it's not flat, because you can see Azeroth from space, because the Draenei are space goats that left... what was TBC called? Whatever it was called before the demons were there. Because they left there to escape the demons, and the demons chased them there. I can't... What is this next expansion? I'm, like, so confused. The War Within. The War Within. I mean, I think it would be cool to have Azeroth be flat or something. So what is this? Is this not praise for World of Warcraft Dragonflight? A grand new adventure 20 years in the making. The War Within, Midnight, and The Last Titan. So it is a Titan. So that's literally spoils what the whole game is trying to make a secret. The Last Titan. You couldn't come up with a better title.
My visions are not the same as the others. No radiance.
It really
no
is.
Song.
It really is.
Just the shadow taunting me from below.
Okay, so it's Endgame. Isle of Dorn. Okay. That looks like PvP. Or some kind of big PvP area. Hollow Falls, that's the Alliance. Diamond Delve. Okay, so they're adding like roguelike elements. What is this? What are these new races? I hate the races I have. They look so bad. And then they have sub races now too. I forgot about sub races. It's such a bad idea.
The fate of our world rests upon the edge of a knife. And our battle lies deep within.
That's some kind of shadow drought. Delves. Deep beneath the surface lies treasure vaults waiting to be discovered. Explore these worlds instances solo or with up to 4 friends, along with an NPC companion to beat bosses. So it's literally hand-holding through small dungeons. Warbands expand the potential of your alts with account-wide progression across your family. More hand-holding, basically, it's saying. It's saying that, yeah, all of your stuff is shared. Okay, cool. Hero talents. They did bring talents back, but they're kind of weird. The new hero talent tree. Wait, are they changing them again? I think they're changing them again. Oh, that sucks. Earthen. Stupid. Earthen are literally mindless. Explore the stunning new zones of Kaz Algar from the saddle of hundreds of in-game mounts. Oh, I hate so much what this game has become. It's literally, oh god, he's gonna tell me the prices. What is the pre-purchase for the Epic Edition? It's probably nauseating. I'm not logging into Battle.net. How much is this? How much is this? Dragon Flight. Digital only. It just gives you toys. It gives you all these virtual things. Price. Okay, it could have been worse. It could have been worse. I thought this was gonna be like $160. But still, that's $90 for you get a month. So then it goes back to the regular $15 a month after it. PvP over PvE. I like PvE in different ways. I like PvE if it's just me doing quests. If it's me much higher level running lobies through the dungeon so that they can get gear. Or I think that's it. Yeah, just those two. That's pretty much it. I'm very much a hermit when I play MMOs, which is weird. I do like PvP. At least on Ascension WoW I like PvP because you get it I think I leveled up my one character from 1 to 70 in like 10 or 12 hours just doing PvP, and I'm not even good at PvP. I just showed up and I like participated and I got to level 70. And I was like, okay, cool. Like, thank you. I don't really care for like the most optimum builds though, which is where I fall off. Oh, what's this? Removed with no warning. Interesting. So there's a timestamp on these things too. Alright, and then I want to take a moment to criticize the races that they got rid of or that they've added since. $300. I can't even imagine. That's so much money. That's so much money. How have we gone from like a AAA game being $60 to being $300 for a dumb collector's edition? I think I just saw there was a collector's edition for KOTOR on the Switch, and it included like knickknacks that you're gonna lose in some kind of junk drawer, and like a paper poster, like dumb stuff. But like, it was like about $100, and it's like that's still not crazy. It's only $40 more. Like $300. That's too much. That's way too much. Alright, here we go. Gonna go through all these races. Neutral races, Pandaren. Pandaren should have remained neutral. You should not be able to play a Pandaren. And if you do, there should be a neutral faction. You are neither Horde nor Alliance. Done. Drakthar? Another neutral race? Okay, cool. Okay, they're dragon people. At least these look, even in their human form, look dragonic. They're not like the Wolfear. The new Evoker class. Oh boy. Oh, look at that. You start at 58. in your own starting zone. So these were okay. So these were the hero class. Dumb. They're able to fly to a limited extent. What? Are able to go into their Drax form when in combat. Their armor were conceived before the Evoker class. I like this design more. They should just be that all the time. I don't think you need to be... You don't need the human. You don't need the human thing. No, 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 no. Just keep them dragon people. What's wrong with that? That's fine. Alright. Perfectly fine race. Should remain neutral. Unless there's something else in here I'm missing, I don't see why they would align themselves with Horde or Alliance. Blood Elves, great. Goblins should not have picked a side. Goblins are all about money. They're all about making that money, money, money. They would not pick a side. I don't care. Like, it doesn't make any sense financially why they would pick a side. I get that it's one tribe of goblins and that they were rescued from a storm. It doesn't make any sense to me. They would not pick a side. I love goblins. I want goblins to be playable. I don't think they're Horde. Put them as neutral. There you go. There's 3 neutral races. Orcs, great. Tauren, great. Trolls, my favorite. Undead, Forsaken are awesome. Nightborn. What are Nightborn? Is this a sub-race? They look like Nelfs. Spent millennia isolated behind an arcane barrier. Where? The Nightwell. What? Now they're literally... Oh my god. Now they're like literally... They don't know what they're doing anymore. So... Alright, quick rundown of the story. Azeroth is created by the Titans. The Titans create the dwarves. The dwarves, the original ones, are called the Earthen. They look just like dwarves, but they were made of stone. The other race to begin developing were the trolls. The trolls have a history that go back like hundreds of thousands of years. They're one of the first races. Are goblins the Ferengi from Star Trek? Yes. Goblins in WoW are just Ferengi. Without hyperdrive. Trolls were one of the first races, and they have the longest beef against the Earthen, which later became the dwarves. Way back when, Azeroth was one whole continent. You didn't have the Eastern Kingdom, you didn't have Azeroth like as 2 separate continents. At the very center was the Well of Eternity. Trolls who went to the Well of Eternity started tapping into its power, and that's where you get the Night Elves. The Night Elves are corrupted trolls that tapped too deeply into the essence of the Well of Eternity. The Night Elves there, some of them, continued to abuse the power of the Well of Eternity, and that's when it overloaded and exploded, and that's what split the continent and created the Maelstrom in the middle. Those Night Elves became the Naga that then lived in the Maelstrom, and that's where you get like Lady Vashj'e, who she looks more like a Night Elf than one of the Naga. So Nightborn are elves that delved into... They tapped into this Nightwell, so you're literally just retelling the story of trolls becoming Night Elves. There's nothing there. And their design is literally just, they're the Drow. They're just darker-skinned Night Elves. Dumb. Literally does not need to exist. Highmountain. Highmountain are probably just regular Tauren. If I'm correct, they're probably Tauren from Northrend. They look like it. So the Tauren originally were these beasts that were created, and my memory is a little foggy on this because it has to deal with Mist of Pandaria lore. But the Tauren were like these weird humanoid beast things that were created by like the ogres from Mist of Pandaria, and then those original Tauren, some of them migrated away, and the ones that went towards the north became the Tauren that like are more hairier that you meet in Northrend. And then the ones that stayed in current day Azeroth became the Tauren that we play as. I don't see enough of a difference in High Mountain Tauren to justify them being their own race. And it's weird that like you've got Night Elves that are on the Horde side for Nightborn, but then you get like other Tauren. That doesn't make any sense. I don't know why you're doing that. That's weird. Thunder Totem. Located in the center of High Mountain on the Broken Isles. War of the Ancients. Oh, this was the stupid, like, this whole map was like, this was literally just created so that endgame players had to do dailies all the time. I remember people, like, being like, oh, I need to spend, like, an hour or two playing WoW so I can do my dailies. And it's like, come on, man, like, you're paying $15 a month to do, like, the barest of minimum of, like, these dumb, repeatable quests. So dumb. So these are from... They're just from that area. They're just Tauren. I don't understand. They don't need to exist. Okay. Mag'har. Okay, I already know what the Mag'har are. The Mag'har are the orcs from Draenor, I think, that were corrupted. I do dailies, but there's a difference between being like, oh, I'm going to do a few dailies here, and like doing dailies that are like literally like go and kill 10 of X and then come back to me, and then that's your daily for the day. Like, that just seems like it seems too boring. There needs to be some variety to your daily. Like, there needs to be like like the dailies need to at least be like, go and do this dungeon, like go and do this specific dungeon and like kill this NPC who's in this dungeon, or like go and PvP, or like it needs to be, there needs to be more than it just being a very basic quest, which I think on those treasure islands that's all it was. I think it was literally running around and like finding treasure chests that you could loot or something stupid. It just didn't seem like fun. When people explained it to me, it seemed more like a job than it was having fun in a game. But yeah, Mag'har, they're orcs from Draenor. I think Thrall's grandmother is still alive. Yeah, Geira. Oh, no, who's this? Is the daughter of Duratan. Oh, interesting. From the alternate Draenor? Hold up. So there's still time travel stuff that they have in here? I mean, I'm fine with Mag'har. I'm fine with High Mountain and Nightborn. These should not be playable races. There's nothing here. Why do they exist? They don't. Okay, Zandalari are old trolls. These are like some of the first tribes. They're gonna look badass. I love trolls. I think their design is so cool. They get cool mounts. They got glowing eyes. Cool. Shouldn't be a playable race. They're just trolls. I don't get it. It's literally, oh, and I can even see one. I'm getting ahead of myself. But I was going to say, it's literally if you introduced on the Alliance humans but better, that's what the Kol Tiran are. They're just better humans. These are the humans that like are like the best at using magic and stuff. Why does this exist? This is so dumb. This doesn't make any sense. Do you want to play humans or humans? They have a Draenei one, Light Forged. I'm getting ahead of myself. What's this Volpera? That's new. This is at least new. OC, do not steal. I mean, a cute design. They look like they're merchants. Where are they from? Where have they been hiding? Desert faring, native to the sands of Vol'dun. Terrorized for generations by the Sethark. Are those the snake people? Yeah. Vol'dun is in Zandalar. Was that a new island they added? Yeah. That's the, that at least existed before, so I'm okay with that. They're in the South Sea. Okay. I mean, I'm fine with them. Doesn't bother me too much. Is there a reason that they're on the Horde? What's the backstory here? You have to unlock them? Huh. That doesn't bother me too much. Were speculated by fans to be a potential future allied race since the start of Azra, due to having an unusual large suite of customizable options for non-playable races. Didn't have a warship at all. Who's leading the Horde? Hold on. I gotta catch up on my... So Thrall, I know Vol'jin, and then Vol'jin gets killed. Vol'jin's my man. Is there no leader for the Horde? What the hell? They're like in shambles if that's true. I don't understand. Ruling body, the Horde Council. Where's history? They do look like Ewoks. I'm fine with them. I just want to know why they joined the Horde. Maybe it might be easier to look up somewhere else. Why did they join the Horde? There needs to be a reason. That's not a good enough reason. To explore? Oh, okay, they aided them. Okay, so it's literally the same story as the orcs finding the trolls and saving them. It's literally the same story again. I mean... Society is based around being nomadic scavengers. Yeah, that's true. Yeah, okay, so then this person even is saying that they don't have a quarrel with the Alliance. Don't have any cities or fortifications. Yeah, worthless desert, perfect. Yep, little to offer the Horde. Yeah, no, this guy's raising good points, and he plays the game, so he at least knows a little bit about what's going on, more than I do. Yeah, the best thing the Alliance can do is ally with the snake people. I can take its fan service as an answer, but I'm hoping it's a bit more. It's probably literally is that. It probably literally is because they wanted furries, which, fine. I don't care. Have your own thing. I don't mind the race. It's cool that they have a little bit of a backstory with the Horde. I don't really see a well-written idea beyond that they showed that the Horde showed them that there's a life beyond the desert, which is like are they that dumb that they don't know that? Yeah, Blizzard doesn't like scaly people, apparently, that person said. I don't know why. I'm okay with the Volpera. Again, I would move them to a neutral race, because then that would give us goblins, Volpera, which Volpera they could work with goblins. You've got merchants, and then you've got the nomads, which are like, could act as merchants also. I think that's pretty cool. There's no need for either of these two to be on the Horde. Let's go to the Alliance. Draenei. I hate the Draenei. I hate them so much. Because they stole shamans from Horde. I'm okay with Blood Elves stealing paladins. I'm going to be honest. So it is a little jokey, because I have played Draenei. I do like their story, but the joke that I've run with my entire life is that I hate them because they stole shamans for the Alliance, and I hate that. But honestly, it doesn't bother me too much. I do think that the Draenei shouldn't have also gotten paladins if they're going to get shamans, but being a paladin is so crucial to their race and society that doesn't make sense. So I get why they get both paladins and shamans. But then I think Blood Elves should have also gotten shamans, which I guess doesn't make sense for Blood Elves. So you really couldn't go that route. I don't know. There really isn't a good answer to it. It's like they have to get one. Like that's just kind of the best thing they could do. Dwarves, probably my favorite Alliance race. Gnomes, second for my favorite Alliance race. Humans, I don't know where they top for me. Humans get 15% spirit bonus. They get bonuses for one-handed weapons. They do get a rep bonus, which is nice if you're grinding rep. Humans are probably in the middle for me. Night Elves are my least favorite, but I like them a little bit. Worgen should not have joined the Alliance. The Worgen and the Undead had our Alliance, the good guys. There's no good or bad. The Alliance have skeletons in their closets, and the Horde do too. I will say that primarily they're both good. The Alliance kind of want to just like really it boils down to the Alliance and the Horde just kind of want to keep to themselves. The orcs, so in Warcraft 1 Orcs versus Humans, the orcs came through the Dark Portal, so they came from their home planet of Draenor, which was completely destroyed. It was the original orc home world, but it had been taken over by demons. And the demons made them drink the blood of a pit lord named Manareth, who then corrupted the orcs into becoming like beasts, basically. And they used, what's his name? I can see his face. Old orc dude, warlock. I can't think of his name. But they used him to lead the invasion of Azeroth by going through the Dark Portal with the other orcs. And when that happened, they attacked the humans. And the humans were just kind of like, why are you attacking us? And the orcs were like beasts because they were just like hopped up on demon blood. And it wouldn't happen until... And I mean, there is a little bit of a story for both the orcs and the humans at the time that I don't remember because it's been years. I played more Warcraft 2 than Warcraft 1. And in 2, I think, is when they get the trolls. And the humans get... Or the Alliance gets the Night Elves and the Dwarves. Like, it's usually the 4 races here. So that Dwarf, Gnome, Human, and Night Elf were the original races. And then the original races in the old Warcraft games was Orc, Goblin, Troll. Undead wasn't around yet. Warcraft 3, Undead still wasn't a thing. Blood Elves weren't a thing. I think you still had these races, yeah. But Warcraft 3 was more, there was a lot more story to it. And in that, you get the leader of the orcs, Thrall, who wants to reunite his people because the orcs are now stranded on Azeroth. They can't go through the Dark Portal anymore, and they can't return to their home. And they're away long enough from the demon blood that they've broken free from it. So, Thrall's parents, Thrall's parents were murdered, but he survived and was saved by a human who used him as like almost like a trained monkey, which is like really, really boiling it down to the basics. He wanted to train Thrall to be like, oh, well, we can educate orcs and we can have them work for the Alliance. And it's like, imagine this. Like, we'd have orcs that can work for the Alliance to fight other orcs. Like, that's crazy. And it almost worked, except that Thrall fell in love with this guy. I think his name was Blackthorn. He fell in love with his daughter, and the daughter reciprocated the feelings and felt kind of pity for Thrall, because Thrall was like treated like an animal. He was thrown into like gladiatorial rings, but he always won, and he always had like a sophistication to him. Like Thrall didn't know any other orcs. Thrall is then helped by her to escape, and he finds his people, but he can't really relate to them anymore. And in his quest, he finds Durotan, who was best friends with Thrall's father, and the two of them had actually came through the Dark Portal. So Durotan knows like what the old world for orcs used to be. And Thrall with Durotan both are like, well, we need to we need to reform the orcs. Like, we need to get back together, but not to like fight the Alliance, to find our own home. So Thrall and like he starts getting people together, and they're like, yeah, we'll join your cause, and they start leaving the East Kingdoms, which is primarily Alliance. They start leaving the areas there to journey west towards Azeroth. Thrall goes back to try to save the daughter of Blackthorn, but it turns out that Blackthorn kills his own daughter, and that throws Thrall into a rage, and he kills Blackthorn. But like, he's able to like subdue the rage and like not go any more crazy. So then Thrall is then trained, and it's this whole journey. They sail south. They bump into an island near the Maelstrom that is being swallowed by the sea, and that's where they find Vol'jin, who's the leader of the trolls, and they save a lot of the trolls there, and they become indebted to the orcs for that. And they make it to Azeroth, where they then start setting up like Orgrimmar, and start making connections. The Tauren live there in Mulgore. The Night Elves are there. I think they only bump into Night Elves when they start chopping down trees in Ashenvale, which is like close to Orgrimmar. So it's kind of like, at that point, it's like, hey, like, these are our ancestral homes. Like, the trees are literally like the spirits of like our ancestors. Please stop chopping down our trees. But because the Horde is like, well, we're trying to make a house here, like, fuck off, hippie. So, like, there, it's a lot of back and forth. There's really no good. Like, I went off on a tangent there, but there's no good and there's no bad. Everyone has their own thing back and forth. It's really messy. It gets really clouded. There are a lot of frustrating points in the books and the comics where it's like, they're so close to coming to, like, common ground. Like, one of the leaders for the humans in the Alliance is Jaina Proudmoore, and her father or her grandfather is like one of the original creators of Dalaran, which Dalaran is like an ancient city of magic users, and Jaina Proudmoore looks just like the daughter that was killed by Blackthorn. So Thrall and her have like this weird connection where it's almost like they connect on like the spiritual level. And there are so many times where it's like you almost feel like the Horde and Alliance are going to join forces and be like, we're going to put everything behind us and we're going to work together, and then just like something happens, and it's like it's frustrating, but it's also good story writing. Whereas when we get into the current era of story writing, you have like just dumb things happening that don't make any sense just to throw a wrench into things. Where at least in the past it made sense. Like one of the big things that happens in Warcraft 3 is that Prince Arthas becomes enthralled by this crown that he finds and the sword that like I think no. He gets enthralled by, I think, the sword first. And then it whispers to him about the crown, which is in Northrend. And it corrupts him, and he kills his father and the rest of the kingdom that he's from. And then he goes to Northrend and becomes the Lich King. And that's what like Warcraft 3 is about. Is like it deals with like the Horde rising up from the ashes, and then like a big chunk of the Alliance like turning to the dark side because of Arthas, and like having to deal with the downfall of that. And it's really well written. And then today's stuff is like, oh, like we have to introduce Pandaren. Well, they've been flying around on a giant turtle this whole time, and even though in Warcraft 3 lore that we've established that there are Pandaren who live in Stone Talon Mountains, we're gonna like throw all of that aside and just like make it so that they were just on a turtle this whole time. Like it doesn't make any sense. Anyway, where was I? So Worgen shouldn't be on the Alliance, and then I gotta go to bed because it's like almost 11. Worgen shouldn't be on the Alliance because Worgen are humans that became werewolves. And the way that the Alliance views their own kind that have been turned into monsters is very much burn it. So the undead, or the Forsaken as they're also called, were once the Alliance citizens that were killed by Arthas, who were then freed by Sylvanas, who Sylvanas was a night elf, or a high elf. I think she might be a high elf. She was killed by Arthas as well, but she broke free from his manipulation and led... I wish I remembered more. It's been so long since I delved into the lore of this stuff, but like I get really passionate about like this, and for a long time Star Wars was like a huge passion of mine too, but like not too much anymore. But anyway, yeah, the way that so the undead are just humans who they were zombies, but then Sylvanas broke them free from the clutches of the Lich King, so they gained back their free will. So they wanted, like, one of the first things that a lot of the undead wanted to do was they wanted to go back home. But then they went back home to their friends and family and were treated like monsters and killed. So they can't go back home. They've got nowhere to go. And Sylvanas even suffered from that as well. She couldn't go back to her home country with her own kind. The Worgen are the same. The Worgen were humans who, under Argol, I think his name is, who was a dark sorcerer human who brought the Worgen. The original Worgen were just like, they were just these bestial wolves. They weren't humans that became werewolves. They were just these things. And he brought them through, and then they started corrupting humans that turned them into Worgen as well. So what happened in Cata is that they justify this by saying that, oh, Worgen are actually the good guys. They're still monsters. The Alliance would not welcome them in. Like, that doesn't make any sense. If they're going to welcome the Worgen in, then they should welcome the undead in. It doesn't make any sense. The Worgen shouldn't be, not only shouldn't they shouldn't be on the Alliance, they shouldn't be a playable race. It's a cool concept. Maybe put them at neutral, because they also don't get along with the undead. There's a long rivalry between the two, so they don't belong in either the Alliance or the Horde. But I don't know. Void Elves. So this is another sub-race, I'm guessing. So these are Blood Elves, I'm guessing. Succumb to Void Corruption. Why are these on the Horde, then? Dark Rangers, Dark Fallen. Why are they on the... Or why are they on the Alliance? Are these literally just... It's literally just the Blood Elf model, but like a purple hue to it. That's so lazy. That's so lazy. That's... What's the mount look like? I bet it's the same thing. The mount looks pretty cool, though. That looks badass. I don't understand why they're... Determined to master their newfound powers and resist the whispers. Eager to lure them. This just... They're eager to... resist the whispers, eager to lure them into madness. Why would the Alliance take on something like this? This just doesn't... This seems like dumb. Why would this seems like a dangerous race to take on as like a major faction. Playable Void Elves start out at friendly. What? The Blood Elves don't even start off as friendly to the other Horde. They start off as neutral because there's like a distrust. However, so the Blood Elves start off as neutral. The Draenei start off as friendly with every race. The Blood Elves start off as neutral. Why? Because Blizzard hates the Horde, apparently. Like, I never understood that. These don't need to exist. Void Elves don't need to exist. Lightforged, these look like they're just Draenei, but even more holy. I like the broken hoof, or horn. Yeah, the design's cool. Mount looks pretty cool. Fighting a long, bitter war against the Burning Legion. These soldiers were infused with the holy light to become living weapons. This makes more sense. Like, why are the... Now that I just saw that, why are the Void Elves and the Lightforged on the same side? That doesn't make any sense. If anything, these two should be neutral if you're going to introduce them. The Void Elves and the Lightforged... I don't get that. That doesn't make any sense. These two should not exist or be neutral. Okay, Dark Iron. I saw these earlier. So Dark Iron are an older race. They've been around since vanilla. They are the bad guys. These... the dwarves hate the Dark Irons. They hate them. There is... The Dark Irons sided with Ragnarok, the fire elemental. Oh, that is such a badass mount, though. But they get a ram, too. That ram looks pretty cool. These shouldn't exist. They shouldn't exist as a playable race. How did they side themselves with the Alliance? It doesn't make any sense. It doesn't make any sense. They're in BRD. They're the bad guys. They're literally the dwarf Nazis. Of the dwarves, these are the very, very bad guys. I don't understand why they would join this side. This literally seems like, so far, Void Elf, Lightforged, Dark Iron, Cool Tyrann. I haven't gotten to Mechanome, but I just saw that. Jesus. These are all literally, so 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So the Alliance get an additional race? That doesn't seem fair. Because the Volpera, they're... So these 4 And these 5 are just re-flipped assets. Yeah, the Lightforged. Oh, let's take a second look at the Lightforged real quick. Hold on. Let's take a look here. Enhance. Nice. Yeah, these are just flipped assets. They don't need to exist. Oh, are you gonna tell me that the mecha gnomes aren't even what they say they are? Are they really just gnomes in mech suits? Is that really what they are? Why did these exist? This is killing me. I hate this. I have this happen like sometimes where I'll go to the WoW wiki and then just be like, let's see what the new stuff is, and then I end up just becoming depressed. It's like, oh no, why did I do this? I don't... Yeah, I don't... These don't need to exist. So wait. So then the Horde get the Volpera, but these guys didn't get anything? Is that the trade-off? I'm confused. These, like, shouldn't exist. I'm surprised that there's, like... There's this many races, but, like, it feels like there's nothing new here. I like this Volpera. I thought I was going to hate these guys. I like these guys. I think they're cool. They're unique enough that they can stand on their own. The snake people, why didn't the snake people? Why weren't they on the Alliance? That doesn't make any sense. That's so weird. And then these new classes. So Demon Hunters, I remember, Evoker. So one race can be an Evoker. It's a caster who has 2 specializations, Devastation and Preservation. How do they play? Alternative pre-existing classes on the creation. Developers felt as it was the... Oh. Wow. That's so weird. Best race and worst race. Okay, yeah, let me go over this. So best, and I'm just going to do new races. Best new race is definitely the Volpera. I like them a lot. I even like the Drakthar. I wish they just stayed in their dragon form. I don't think they need to have a human form. I think they look cool. I don't think they should have flight. That's dumb. That they can just fly. They don't need a mount. They can just fly. Like, did we learn nothing from giving aspect of the aspect of the Raven to druids where they could just have a free flying mount? I don't know. I think that's pretty cool, but I like the Volpera a lot. I like desert nomad themes. I like foxes. I think they're cool. Worst of the new ones. Oh, there's so many of them that like literally shouldn't exist. Probably the Dark Iron, just because. So, Void Elf, Lightforge. Kul Tiran did exist. Mechanome, Nightborn, High Mountain, and then these 2 did exist. But like those 5 didn't exist before or around vanilla. They're just like new things that they threw out there. They were like, they're Void Elves. We'll just take Blood Elves and make them purple. Oh, these are just Lightforged. They're just Draenei. We're gonna make them like lighter skin and give them gems. Kul Tiran are just human. This did not need to exist. Zandalari are cool-looking trolls that don't need to exist. Mag'har don't exist in Azeroth. They're from Draenor. I don't know why they're a playable race. But with all that said, Dark Iron Dwarves were the major villains in the very beginning, before there were expansions. They were the very first end game villains alongside some of the most fun dungeons. But like they're literally like, I think the Dark Iron Dwarves helped Deathwing, who was the whole big bad guy for Cataclysm. Why are, and I keep my model's not doing this, but I keep putting my head in my hands because I can't believe this. Why are they a playable race? And why the hell are they on the Alliance? The dwarves, the dwarven leaders, what's his name? I can't think of his name. It's High something. High Hammer, Bronzebeard. There's no way that the dwarves would allow. They would leave the Alliance if the Dark Iron joined the Alliance. There is no way. It doesn't make any sense to me why they would be a playable race, let alone an Alliance playable race. I need to get more. I need to get a little bit more insight. Oh, see, this guy's just pissed because he sees that these are just reskins of dwarves. I want to know lore-wise. Oh, and look, they're not even popular. No one wants to play them. And this wiki's broken. Dark Iron Dwarf start at level 20? Why? That's weird. Start at level 1. Move 4% faster? That's, I mean, that's significant if you're a flag carrier in BGs, but... Fireblood. Is basically Stone Skin, but what the hell? Increase your primary stat by 100? What? That's a huge boost. Reduce damage taken by physical by 1%. That's pretty big, but it seems good enough for a racial. What? Summon a mole machine that tunnels through the earth. 30-minute cool. Is this a mount? What is this? Is this like an extra Hearthstone? Okay. And then blacksmithing is twice as fast. Fine. I'm okay with that. I'm okay with this. The mole machine's just dumb. I'm okay with this. They must have changed something because 100 in a stat is a huge amount. If stamina is the stat that this goes into, that's 1,000 health. That's crazy powerful. And then Dungeon Delver could have been better. That's lazy. I feel like this is the laziest one for it. But why? Why did they... See, there's even people saying that these seem out of place. They don't belong. I don't understand. Like, what is the lore? Here's another wiki. Let's see. Yeah, look at this. Right off the bat. They're manipulative, underhanded, greedy, and cruel, and despotic. Why would you ally yourself with these people? Yeah, they were not always this way. Yep, influenced by Ragnarok. Yep, the Ring of Law. That's a good... There's some good stuff that drops there. So the racial leaders are Moira. Is the daughter of King Magni. Why is King Magni made out of diamond now? What the hell happened? What did I miss? Oh, yeah, that's right. See, I didn't main play Alliance during Cataclysm, so I'd missed out on this stuff. Yeah, he got petrified. Because I remember they put him in old Ironforge. And then what, he broke free? So this was in the comics. Interesting. Huh. I like the dwarves a lot. I think they're a great race. So wait a minute. So in the Widow Emperor, Kreen Regent. So did they join literally because Magni's daughter was betrothed to the Dark Iron dwarves? After Magni's petrification, Moira marched on Ironforge and tried to seize power, but was thwarted by Varian Wyrn. The clans established the Council of Three Hammers. Yep, I remember that. She represented the Dark Iron clan, which was weird even at the time. I mean, if they're going to do something like this, then they should have, what's her name? Is it Magna? They should have given, nope, that's not it. Who was the Tauren, Thousand Needles? Who are the evil Tauren that are here? The Grim Totems. What they should have done is, if you're going to have the Dark Iron Dwarves, which are the evil dwarves, but like they have like some minor connection to the Alliance in some way, then the High Mountain Tauren should have been instead the Grim Totem Tauren, which are the same. They're the evil Tauren who they do have a representative in Thunderbluff. Battle for Azrael. What's their latest lore though? Their latest lore might be something so stupid. Okay, I remember this from the comics because I remember that exact panel. Printer ceremony. So she was there when Garrosh kills Cairn, which was heartbreaking. Cairn was a good guy. Taking their path to exile. At time of the Cataclysm, Magus' exile has not ended. Water forces have destroyed grain totems. They're forced to enter an uneasy truce with the Alliance. Why? That doesn't make any sense. But okay. Why was she the prize for the Twilight Hammer? The Twilight Hammer are a bunch of cultists. What did she... The Twilight cultist miscalculated in taking her prisoner. Yeah, like, she's still powerful. She's like a druid warlock. Oh. Okay. That's why they would take her. That makes sense. Interesting. Huh. And I just closed out of my mistake. But it is late, so I should get going. But that is, yeah. This all just makes me mad now. But I am so very glad that I have Ascension WoW. So that I don't need to partake in this dumb world of Blizzard just not knowing how to write a story, or when they write something decent, they still manage to F it up somehow. But yeah, I don't really know how to end this other than just to hit stop streaming. So thanks for hanging around, Onion, if you're still here. I'm gonna bounce though. I have no idea when I'll ever be back, but I'll probably catch you. And anyone else here, thanks for stopping by, but I'll catch you all later.